Hey, welcome to my channel. And tonight we are making Big Mac tacos from the website kitchendivas.com. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to come back on here, tell you what me and my husband thought about it, if I'd make any changes, if I leave it the same. So let's turn around and get started cooking, and I'll see you in a few. To start, we want to cook our meat. I've already started to preheat my pan. I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in the bottom. Now I have a pound of hamburger that it's seen better days, so I had to throw it in the microwave. So it's got some little spots, but anyway. Now we want to season the meat with 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And we're just going to continue to cook and break this apart until the meat is completely done. And while this is working, we're going to come over here and make the sauce. Alright, the meat got done, so I'll push it off the burner. In here we have half a cup of light mayonnaise. I'm using Hellmann's. You can use any mayonnaise you like. 3 tablespoons of ketchup. 1 tablespoon of mustard. We'll go ahead and mix that together. Then we want to add in a half a teaspoon of paprika and a 1/4 cup of chopped dill pickles. These are just little baby dill pickles. It's about, I think it was about 5 of them. And you can dice them smaller if you want to, or however you want to do it. Now let's come back over here to the hamburger. Now we just need to mix this into our hamburger. And we're just going to stir this around to heat it through. Okay, now this is heated through. All we have to do is assemble our tacos. Now all we have to do is assemble. The recipe uses hard taco shells. To stay on plan, I'm using the Carb Balance whole wheat taco shells. So the first thing we want to do is put some lettuce down the middle. And then top it with some of the meat. I know I'm coming in front of you, I apologize. Then some chopped onions, and all this would be to taste. Now, if you want to be more like McDonald's, you could finely chop your onions. I'm just using what I have already in the fridge. And then next, some shredded cheese. After that, some more chopped pickles, because you know you got to have pickles. And here is one thing that I'm doing different. I am adding sesame seeds because to our beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, correct? So I thought it was only fitting that we add some sesame seeds to it. Now, I'm going to give this a taste, and I'm going to let my husband make one and give it a taste, and then I'll come back and give you my verdict. Okay, so here is my verdict. First of all, we liked them. I would definitely make them again. They were very tasty. However, they do not taste like a Big Mac very much to me. And I hate saying that. And I'm like, well, should you put up the video? They're called Big Mac tacos. I'm thinking I should put it up. That's why you're seeing this. Because it's worth making. It's very tasty. Here's what I would do to make it more of a Big Mac. I would half again the sauce. So I would do 1 1/2. I think 2 recipes of the sauce that you mix in with the beef would be too much. But I think I would do 1 1/2 recipes to get that beef juicier. Because right now, you could tell by looking at it, the sauce really clung to the meat. And I think it needs more of that flavor. Also, I would cut the salt back and the pepper. I think it had too much of a bite of a pepper, and I don't get that from a Big Mac. So I would really cut the pepper back, maybe half, and I know I would cut the salt back to half. When I was putting in the teaspoon, I thought it sounded like too much to me, but it was their recipe. I was going to try it that way, so I would. Now here's what I'd do. Let me back up to the sauce. I'm kind of jumping around. I think I would add a splash of vinegar. Now, I don't have a Big Mac sauce recipe. I have a Yum Yum sauce, which is really good. If you want to change it up, use this recipe, but your own Big Mac sauce to put on there, then you do that if you have one of those. But I think the sauce as it is, with a little splash of vinegar, would really just, pop it up a little bit. And the rest I would leave. The lettuce, the cheese, the pickles. Now I would use a milder onion. I'm using a Vidalia, but it was a strong one. It should not be strong. It should be very sweet. I would use a milder onion, and I would cut it smaller. I just used what I had in the fridge that's already chopped. I would chop it finer to mimic more of the Big Mac. So anyway, and David liked it. He liked it a lot. So we would make it again, but I would make those adjustments. When I put it on my website, I'm just going to link to theirs. You can do with it as you please. And I'm going to list below the changes I would make next time I make it. So that is all for this video, and I will see you on the next one.